Frances, she was amazing. She held my hand in times like this. She dances under the strobe lights. She'd call me handsome on nights like this. But at the end of the day, what's my mother gonna say when I come home crying? At the end of the day, I'm just happy I can say she was mine. Hey, hey. Oh, the dark days, the rides home, the tall cans, the long nights.
The camera lens like fogged up as soon as I open my camera, so this is going to be interesting. At a hostel right now, staying in Charleston. It's just going to keep picking up. I got here yesterday and went out around and like walked around a little bit. I didn't stay out too late because I was really tired. The coach from Raleigh to here was like 6 hours long. So yeah, just wandered around a bit. I met someone in the hostel, and so we like went around together for a little bit as well. Like I met up with him. We had a cocktail together, which was really nice. And then he went out with his friend who also lives here, but I was just too tired. I was like, I can't keep going out. I give up wiping this camera lens. Hostel's really nice. I'll link it in the description in case anyone else wants to do this, but like definitely from like a solo female traveler perspective, really nice, feel really safe and comfortable. So that's really lovely. The person that I was meant to spend today with, but he was out quite late, so I'm gonna kind of head out on my own, find like coffee and juice. I feel like I'm coming down with a cold. I really don't want to, so I'm gonna try and have like juice and a lot of fruit because I haven't had a lot of like fruit and veg lately, and hopefully that will help. I left Raleigh the quality is so high. I left Raleigh yesterday at about 9 in the morning. Claire drove me to the bus stop, waited with me. His parents gave me pepper spray and a rape alarm because they were so scared about me getting on this coach, bless them. But there was these 3 girls that got on the coach who I saw, and then later we happened to get off in the same place and we shared a taxi, and it turns out they were Irish, so I don't know how I managed to like find the only non-American people. But yeah, so that's how I got here, which was quite nice because the bus stop's in like main Charleston and then I'm in downtown Charleston. I'm hoping that I'm going to be a little bit more prepared for the heat today because it is really hot and humid here. It is maybe going to rain later, but it's meant to be quite nice for most of the day, so I'm hoping that like stands true for all of the day. But yeah, so I'm gonna go out and find some coffee and breakfast, maybe like a fruit ball or a granola ball, something like that, and hopefully I don't get more sick because that'd be just so annoying. Okay.
Je ne crois plus en tes promesses, tu m'as trop menti. Tu connaissais mon adresse, tu ne m'as pas écrit. Tu m'as fait trop de peine quand tout au long des jours j'attendais que revienne l'écho d'un plus beau jour. Je ne crois plus en tes promesses, tu m'as trop menti. D'autres filles à ces promesses ont déjà dit oui. T'amusant de mes larmes versées pour cet amour, t'amusant de mon âme, tu me laisses à mes joues.
Hey, as I'm sure you're able to track, that was the audio quality of my vlog on the beach because it was really windy. So instead I'm gonna do a dub over here, dressed how I am and looking how I am, and we're just gonna ignore it. I'd spent the day going around the market in Charleston. I went through a few shops.
had some food. That's where I met up with Esteban, my friend from the hostel, and then he told me that some of his friends who live in Charleston were going to go to the beach. So I tagged along in a car full of strangers. Maybe don't do that, people, but it all was great. And I had like an afternoon at the beach with them. And then there'll be a very brief vlog part where we went kind of clubbing on the evening, went to a drag show and stuff. So that will probably be tagged on at the end of this before the final day. But yeah, it was a really lovely day. There was also like a street market going on as well as the regular Charleston market. And the beach day was perfect. So I was so hot. As you could tell, the humidity on my camera was crazy at the start of the day, like actually insane. So yeah, so that was my first full day in Charleston.
After you leave, I'll be so alright, it's true. It's not like I've got something grand to say to you. Like
Hey, it's 7:15 in the evening, and I thought I'd do this last update before I like clock off for the night. I feel like I've run down what I did today. So yeah, yesterday we went. Okay, there's a bug on my chin. Yesterday we went to the beach in the afternoon with these guys that I met, and then in the evening we went to a drag show on the night, which was really, really fun. I woke up this morning with like a little bit of a sore throat and feeling a little bit like tired and drained and stuff, so I kind of let myself sleep in a bit, and then I'm staying in this evening as well to like chill out. I went into town, I called my grandma and I got lost in the process of being on the phone with her, so I wanted to go to this place called Big Bad Breakfast because my friend Remy and this taxi driver recommended them to me, but I got lost and I was walking in the wrong direction, and then I was so dehydrated because it's been so hot and I'm not used to it, and also I was like drinking last night and the sore throat, so I went to Target and got some water. I had to like end the conversation with my grandma a bit early. Found a place for breakfast. I had like a breakfast muffin with pepper jack cheese, I think that's what she said it was called, pepper jack and oil and like egg or something like that. Really, really tasty, like really nice. I went to the Charleston Museum, which is America's first and oldest museum. It had a lot of information about like colonization, which is my country. I say that all sarcastically. We have a really bad history, not a fan of star. But it had like a lot of information about colonization and the Civil War, slave trade, Native American. Like there was this part where it showed the average populations of like indigenous people, white people and black people, on like the per year, per century, whatever, and it got like less and like the Native American ones went down so much, and I was like, yikes. And the African American one went up, but that was because of the slave trade. So it was really interesting because I didn't know a lot about like that part of history a lot. We didn't really do that in school, because that's American, and we like just talk about like the British Empire and stuff like that, and like the war. We love talking about the war, the Great War. And then yeah, I went around the museum. That was really interesting. Nice and air conditioned as well. I like needed the air conditioning so bad. And then I went to a nice little boat tour, nice and windy. There was dolphins as well, which was cute. It wasn't what I was expecting it to be. It was still really nice, but there wasn't a lot of like talking. But apparently the guy that was doing the narration, it was his first time doing it ever, so I was like, oh, that makes a bit more sense, because there wasn't a lot of like joking. It was like, I don't know, but it was interesting. And the dolphins were really cool. I've never seen like dolphins in the wild before, which sounds really stupid, but like never seen that before, so that was really cool. They were like jumping near the boat. I got it on video, which was really nice. Finished the boat tour and I was like, I should probably eat dinner, but I have this thing where I have like a weird relationship with food anyway, and when it's hot, when I'm hot, I have like no appetite at all, but I'm very aware that I like, oh my god, there's a squirrel. I'm very aware that I need to eat, and so I was like, oh, I should go to this crab house place that everyone was recommending to me. and get like very traditional like Caroline food. And so I tried hush puppies, which were pretty nice. Like, they were a little bit very samey, like very filling, but quite tasty. I really like deep fried stuff anyway, so I hope this squirrel doesn't like come at me. Tried hush puppies. I'd give those a solid like 7 out of 10 and 8 out of 10 when it's got like the honey butter. That was really nice. And then I tried flounder fish, but I got very like, I felt quite sick. I got like a little bit overwhelmed with the heat and all of the food, and I get like overfaced when I have a lot on my plate. I'm very weird, and I have like an 8-year-old's mentality sometimes to eating. And so I had like flounder fish. That was really tasty, but there was a lot of burns in it, which it did like, oh my god, the squirrel's coming near me. I also don't eat fish a lot anymore. I was gonna have the salmon, but I had salmon not long ago. I find getting my protein intake as a vegetarian here really difficult, which is why I go more pescatarian, because there's not a lot of like vegetarian options in most places unless you're in like one of the bigger cities. And then I tried grits. Worst experience of my life. 0 out of 10. The flounder fish gets like an 8 out of 10. I think if I didn't feel sick I would have really enjoyed it more. The grits, I got it with cheese as well, and I'm like, if cheese can't save it, nothing can. Claire told me to put salt and pepper on it. Didn't improve the situation. I hated it. The texture was just really bizarre. With the word grit, I'm expecting like crunch, and it wasn't. I think it was mostly the texture, and the flavor was very weird. I don't really know who signed off on that as a meal, but I didn't enjoy it. And then I got some seasonal veggies. It was meant to come with some sort of greens, but she said it was cooked in ham hock, because I told her that I was pescatarian, and so I got some carrots instead. And then I tried what I thought was a local beer, and it turns out it wasn't, but it said it was on the thing, so I feel a little bit cheated. I hate wasting food, but I prefer to do it when it's me paying for it, because then I don't feel as guilty. But it is a shame that I felt sick, but I just felt every mouthful I took, I just like was, yeah, it's the heat and the humidity and everything, and I've been outside for a long time these past few days. I've been like on the go. So anyway, that brings me to this evening. So it's now like 7:30. Aiden is picking me up tomorrow morning to go to Georgia. I don't know how much I'll vlog in the morning, but the next stint of the travels will be in Georgia, and I'm very excited. I've never been there before, and I haven't seen Aiden in like a year, but we've been in contact a lot. So yeah, that kind of sums up this leg of the tour. So yeah, that kind of sums up this part of the trip. And I guess I'll see you guys when I'm in Georgia.
Got the sunshine on my face, let's play with it all day. All the fun times come my way, I'm taking them so great when the sunshine on my face. Let's play with it all day. All the fun times come my way, I'm taking them so great when the sunshine on my face. Let's play with it all day. All the fun times come my way, I'm taking them so great when the day hits from the summer waves in. I'm chasing friends that wanna hang the